so it's interesting for us because we have multi-levels of client interaction, right? Our first customer is the user of our system at a financial services organization. Downstream from that, it's their customer, which is typically an internal end user, so a wealth manager. And then downstream from that is the actual customer. And the way we think about it, the way I try and teach the team and work with our team is our job is to make that end customer, the customer of the financial services organization, feel safer by interacting with that firm and imbue that trust in that firm, which is ultimately what regulations were about in the first place. Even though they seem onerous, it's really about protecting that consumer and doing that in a way that's effective for that end user. And a quick example that I would give is, aside from trying to make it easier for a compliance reviewer to do more quickly and more effectively by leveraging AI and having a real interaction, one thing that is very common in many of the fines that are levied, I think it's about 80% of the amount of fines that are levied, is around improper disclosure, disclaimer, when that wealth manager, financial advisor, rep interacts with the client. And so how do you intersect that point to reduce the number of compliance instances that need to be reviewed anyway? So that's something that we've worked with Microsoft, Cisco, Zoom, to create the ability to participate in those collaboration sessions and then actually do things like when a screen is shared, prompt the advisor to be able to play a disclaimer and make sure it's an accurate, up-to-date, approved disclaimer. So instead of relying on them to take best effort on an email where they had an attachment to do something, actually put that right in the flow of the conversation and make it easier for them to then give the right disclaimer to the end user so that they can understand what the obligations are, what the product that's being sold, that things like past performance aren't an indicator of future success, those types of things, and really do that in a way that impacts every level of that customer interaction for us as well.